Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie. That's an interesting point because it definitely is like that, but it ain't like that too. Like at the same time, it's a crab in a barrel, but it's kind of weird. Like people, I ain't gonna say they play their role. You never know why the support really though for real.
Hell yeah.
But at the same time, like it is more likely for you to find people that want to network and build something with you than not, type of deal down there. Just off of not just because y'all doing the same thing, it ain't, you know. But definitely too at the same time too, you know, with the drill culture going up and all that, the dissing so prominent in the scenes, you know, like
that's
it's real. It's hit or miss. Like you'll have some people who fuck with each other and try to bring each other up. Then the other half, like they try and tear each other down and diss each other. And then even too, like there's like some like recently back home where I'm from, like on Facebook, it was a lot of competition and drama over the best rapper in the city and all that. And they all were dissing each other versus just like, hey man, put a song out, put a verse out, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I did see. So there was some shit like that similar recently. Shit, I don't know everybody that was involved, but I know it was shout out Zeke on the beat, like Louis Blaze. I know it was more people like Zeke started like dissing people, but from my perspective, I wasn't reading all the. It was hella comments. I wasn't reading all the shit. From my perspective, it was like more on some like friendly competition. Like he was like enticing people to make a song dissing him back, and people were doing it. And I fuck with that type of shit if it's all friendly. If motherfuckers ain't really trying to kill each other, you know what I'm saying? Like if it ain't getting that deep, you know, cause we don't gotta be taking each other lives. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't speak like out of real street drama. I'm not speaking on that, but I'm talking about like little rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Egos and shit. We shouldn't be taking each other lives over shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This, and then what you were saying earlier, like you don't know why people show support. I feel like that's kind of a misconception in this business since it's so personal. Like, but at the end of the day, it's a business. You know, nobody's gonna fuck with you unless it's somewhat beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Like it gotta make sense. If it don't make dollars, it's not gonna make sense. You know what I'm saying? And that's gotta be understood. You know, everybody I get involved with in the music, it could be like a genuine connection. Like I really fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you gonna fuck my shit up, I gotta. You know, I can't be fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So, like, I don't think that everybody should be taking it so personal. All this, like, who the best, who the, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause at the end of the day, music is subjective.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like Wayne the GOAT, and a lot of people tell me he not even top 5.
Yeah.
So, like, but that's not gonna change my opinion.
Right.
And it don't matter how many songs you drop, you're not gonna change somebody's opinion who just don't like your music.
Right.
Some people just not gonna like your music. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Right. That's what I was gonna say, man, about you know, my St. Paul and Minneapolis though. Like, man, that is something I noticed. Like, it's a lot of you know, like division between the Twin City for real. Like, you know, a lot of people don't want to misconstrue like St. Paul. You know, the St. Paul people don't want to mix with the Nap people, and you know, Nap. You got certain people that from the Nap, certain time size on folk with the other and all the dissing and all that. But I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised to see that when I got like when I first got up here, I ain't think it was that serious. But now I'm up here, like, I see how deep it is for real. But you know, hopefully, you know, after a while, like, you know, they'll begin to change, like, you know, because I get it, but at the same time too, like, it is holding the city back, you know what I mean? And you know, after a while though, I feel like shit end up changing though. But yeah, we got on a rant about the Nap and all that in the Twin City, but you know, just back into your background growing up, like talk about like the household growing up for you, like you know, your parents growing up and your siblings?
Shit, I grew up with both my mom and dad, and I had a big brother. We had different dads, but his dad had passed away before I was even born. So like he was just my brother. He was always around, and my little brother. And we were living in St. Paul, and then I want to say like, you know, right around when I started middle school, we had moved up Lexington Avenue, and we was in, and then we had got like a little nicer house. I guess my mom was making some more money. I didn't realize this shit because one thing I appreciate about my parents, they always made me work for all my shit, and that definitely taught me a hustle. So, and then I started going to Roseville, but I think my dad was working at Detox most of my life. Like you know, like where people go and they drunk and shit, where the police take them.
Yeah.
And then my mom was doing a lot of different stuff. She had ended up going back to school and all type of different stuff. For real, my mom really taught me the hustle. Like she worked harder than I've ever seen anybody work. For real, for real. And my big brother, he went to school. He a pilot now. I mean, he doing this shit. My little brother he just graduated high school. He's still figuring his shit out. You know, I was saying earlier, I had got myself kicked out fucking around and shit. I graduated though, and I was doing like I don't know if you know what PSEO is. It's like in high school they offer like you could do some college courses and get some college credits and shit. Yeah. So I was doing that for a little bit, and then after high school, I didn't want to really go to school because I didn't know if I wanted to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like that needed a degree. I was and then my music was starting to like actually pick up some traction. So I'm like, I'm young, you know, I was making some money at the time. So I'm like, let me just try to see what's to this, you know, while I'm young. Yeah. And then I ended up having a kid and shit. And shit, I've been just trying to figure shit out from there, for real, you know. Yeah. Ain't no book on life on me.
Fast. Tell you, man. So, yeah, like, you know, you talk about like basketball a little bit growing up. So talk about like, you know, what else you were getting into growing up.
Shit. Outside of hooping, like, honestly, like, I was getting high way too much. I really like have a bad memory, and that's my regret about high school. Like, I was, you know, trying to get fucked up too much and shit, like just doing too much. And then my first time getting arrested, we stealing at the store like 4 times in the same day. Yeah. When I was like 13. Yeah. And then second time getting arrested, somebody snitched on me at my high school for selling weed. And so I'm just getting myself into trouble and all type of bullshit and just doing dumb shit for real. I should have just been focused on school, you know. Now that I'm a dad, now I'm like, you know, I'm like, damn, I should have just been listening. But hell no, I was fucking off and trying to do too much and getting myself into bullshit. Yeah. But shit, it gave me a lot of experiences that I get to use and draw from my music from and shit like that, you know. So I appreciate it for what it was, and it just taught me, like, it just made me who I am, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been on my own basically since 17, and you know, I own a house now, 23. I bought this 2 years ago, and it just taught me how to work. Like, you know, my parents ended up, like, you know, they ain't really like how I was living at first, but then they ended up coming around because they respect that I'm always handling business, you know. I was getting in trouble and shit at first, but Now I do my shit. You know, I'm under the radar. I'm not getting into no trouble. Not getting up to no shit. Handling my business, taking care of my son. You know, that's all that really matter at the end of the day. You feel me?
Yeah.